Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka Yellowberry.
I'm like, damn, you so fine, girl, what is your sign? She say I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Capricorn, the beginning and end. I got a friend for your friend, hey, I'm making all of this money to spend. Deal stores buying.
Hey, I don't bite. And by the title of today's video, you already know why you are here. I'm going to give you guys 3 items that helped making my end of breastfeeding journey 10 times easier. So without further ado, let's tune into this video. So if you guys are new here, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button down below. Hit that like button while you're here, and let's join in on all the fun and exciting things I have to talk to you guys about. So if you guys are not up to speed, I have a 12-month-old daughter named Gianna, beautiful 12-month-old baby girl, and we were breastfeeding every day from the time that she was born up until last week Thursday. So today is actually Thursday. Wow, so today's my week anniversary that I stopped breastfeeding. So like I said, if you guys are not up to speed, I recently stopped breastfeeding my daughter, which was my last video. I'll link it up above as well as down below. You guys can check it out. When I tell you guys, weaning from breastfeeding is challenging. It's emotional. I do suggest that everybody do their research when it comes to weaning, because it's not just, okay, I'm gonna stop breastfeeding today. Like, so much goes into it emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, you have to prepare yourself. So the first thing that helped me during this journey was cabbage. So this is literally the cabbage that I use to help during my breastfeeding journey. As you can see, we're missing a whole bunch of leaves because, like I said, I just finished breastfeeding last week, so I just thought I'd bring the actual cabbage. I didn't want to buy like a whole new cabbage. So this is the actual cabbage that I have been using for the past week. So I have my phone here. I'm just going to tell you guys like all my little notes and stuff like that. So the reason why I said to use cabbage is because when you Google it, it says if you're not getting enough relief from other milk supply reduction methods, cabbage leaf therapy might give you results. This unusual form of therapy is effective because the cabbage leaves absorb some of the fluid from the glands within the breast area, reducing the fullness in the tissue. The person that actually kind of influenced me to just going cold turkey, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I went cold turkey the end of my breastfeeding journey. Just decided to do it. So the person that influenced me to do that was like, get cabbage. When I went through my process, I used cabbage. I forgot where I looked it up, and they told me to use cabbage. So literally when I started doing my research, the first thing that somebody said was like, cabbage helped me. Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. Whenever I was on Instagram stating that I'm gonna do this weaning process, a lot of people were writing me like, hey girl, make sure you buy some cabbage. It helps, it works. And I can honestly say I do feel like the cabbage helped. I don't feel like it dried up my milk because I actually still do have milk. You can't really see, but all right, so as you can see, my left boob has no milk in it. Like, sis is done. She retired. My right boob is still full. It doesn't hurt as much as it did the previous week, but that just goes to show that I still do have milk, but it is definitely slowing down. I found so much comfort putting the cabbage on my boobs. One word of advice, keep your cabbage in the refrigerator. There are 2 methods, which I'll get into, that you can use to keep your cabbage cool. So you stick it inside of the freezer. I would just peel it back, literally like this. Get the whole leaf, like this. And I would place it on my boob inside of my bra. I was wearing a bra every single day because that also helps with milk reduction, to keep your boobs tighter, close to you. So I would stick the cabbage leaf in my boob, and it felt so good. I think for me, the relief came from the fact that something cool was on my boob. And cabbage is kind of firm, so it's also like, it's just firm. Like, your boob is sitting in it, and it's just like firm. So nice and firm. I really liked it. I can't really tell you if it dried up my milk or helped absorb some of the moisture from my boobs. I'm not gonna say all of that. However, I really got my relief from the coolness. So I already told you guys one way that you can do it. The head of cabbage inside of your refrigerator and just, peel it every time that you need to use it. Or you can actually just peel the cabbage and put it maybe like a plastic container and just keep it in the refrigerator, and then take however many leaves that you need when you need them. I liked keeping it like as a head because you just take it out the fridge and you use it like that instead of it turning brown and it's been sitting in the refrigerator, and now you have an extra container in the refrigerator. Just keep it like this and do what you gotta do. So yeah, And why cabbage and not a ice bag? Like I said, for me personally, I like the fact that my boob, like, and it's like God made this for the boob. Like your boob just sits nicely in the cup. The texture of the cabbage just feels like really good, and it stayed cool for a little while. So now the next thing that helped me on my journey is this Pink Stork No Flow Hibiscus Mint Tea. As you can see, it's basically done. I think I have like maybe 2 tea bags left. See, I'm giving y'all the real, okay? I'm not like showing out things I didn't use, okay? Like I literally have a tea bag left actually. So the No Flow tea supports the natural slowing of your breast milk production. Formulated with organic hibiscus, peppermint, licorice, peppermint, sage, and organic parsley. All the ingredients are organic, and of course the flavor is the hibiscus mint. So basically this supplement is just all things that they say not to consume whenever you're breastfeeding because it will dry up your milk. So I did know for certain I shouldn't like drink peppermint tea. So what I did was to drink this tea 2 to 3 times a day faithfully. I ordered it from Amazon, so I'll have a link down below. Received it my 3rd day of my ending breastfeeding journey. So I had it the 3rd day, the 4th day, the 5th day, and the 6th day, I can say. I don't really drink it anymore because again, I don't know, I just feel like we're pretty much done with breastfeeding. My boobs don't hurt, and at this point I just figure I don't really feel like I need to like hound myself for drinking it. But it definitely slowed down my milk production. As you can see, my left boob done quit. It's done. Sis is out for the count. My right boob is still getting it together, so I am gonna still finish this because it did definitely help. And another thing that I did notice while drinking this tea is that originally, of course, when you're breastfeeding, your milk is white from all the fat and stuff like that. As I was drinking this, that it started making my milk produce clear instead of it being like a white substance. So I think it was like slowing down the fatty I don't know, y'all. Okay, I'm just guessing. I don't really know the science behind everything, but I think that it was like stopping the production of like all the fatty stuff, and it's just at this point it's just liquid in my boobs, if that makes sense. So my breast milk went from like white to like a clearish color. Like Caleb was like, why does your breast milk look like it could glow in the dark? And I'm like, I don't know, okay? Like I don't know. Personally, I like the taste of the tea. Any teas that I drink, I don't put any sweeteners in it. I don't use honey, I don't use brown sugar, I don't use white sugar. I don't like sweeteners in my tea because it just tastes like hot juice, and no. So I did not use anything with it. I felt like it kind of had like a little sweetish taste to it. I like the tea, and again, even if I didn't like it, I knew the purpose that I purchased it for. The taste honestly was not bad at all to me. And the last thing that I used to help this journey, and I'm so sorry I do not have it physically with me right now because Gianna has it, but it was a pacifier. Throughout my breastfeeding journey in general, I always told you guys, like, you know, Gianna technically sleeps through the night, but she does wake up multiple times throughout the night, just, you know, a little because she wants my boob in her mouth. So it's like technically I wasn't sleeping through the night, but like I wouldn't say like, yeah, she has me up all night. It wasn't anything like that. It was literally she just wants my boob in her mouth. So when I took the night feedings away from her, in the beginning it was very challenging because she would wake up screaming and I had to think fast. I'm like, okay, let me just give her milk. And then by day 2 or 3, Caleb and I were just kind of like, that doesn't make sense to keep giving her ounces of milk in the middle of the night because she's playing with it. Like she doesn't really want the milk. She wants to pacify herself. So we caved in and we gave Gianna a pacifier. When it comes to taking away breastfeeding, you have to substitute with something else. So now when I tell y'all we can sleep through the night, I do not hear from Miss Gianna Zoe until maybe 5 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and she goes down at 10 p.m. I need to buy some more pacifiers, okay? I need some more pacifiers. So a pacifier definitely saved us because again, now instead of her waking up in the middle of the night looking for a boob, and especially me not being able to give it to her because we're trying to end the breastfeeding journey, I just popped the pacifier in her mouth and she was so good with it. So like the cabbage and the tea was great for me, mom, but in terms of like helping the baby, the pacifier, top tier, okay? It did take both my daughter and I 5 days to finish breastfeeding completely, which I thought was amazing. I did not think that ending the breastfeeding journey would happen that quickly. Like I thought it was gonna be like maybe like a 2-3 week process, even a month. I did not know I could get this done in 5 days, okay? So I hope that you guys learned a thing or two from this video. I hope you find these items to be very helpful with you and your journey. So if you have any comments or suggestions, please comment down in the comment box down below. I love you all, and I will see you next one. Bye.